Good morning and welcome back to The Infected. This is episode 52 and we are on day 67. It is obviously winter. It is cold outside. I've got my winter coat on and everything else is going well. It's time for me to do a few of my chores and then I'm going to be excitedly jumping onto a new task, or rather, not necessarily a new task. It's been that building that I've been working on, but a subscriber left a comment that I thought was brilliant, and I'm thinking, hooray for not thinking in a vacuum, because it was such a good idea, and I was slightly embarrassed that I didn't come up with it myself, and that is that we will need to make we can make the building that I was talking about that was so ugly into a brick building, which I thought was brilliant, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited to be working on it today. But before that, I have a couple of things I need to do. First of all, of course, I need to finish up my chores. Move you and cut you over. I think that should be it. There we go. These are all the mushrooms I got from my last visit, which is fantastic. I'm glad to have all those mushrooms again. Drop you guys off. There we go. And let's get my canteen and my small rations, which is... Yeah, I just had one. I was really low on hungry. I'm sorry. I was really low on food. I was very hungry. So let me just go ahead and eat a little bit more here so that I can get that up to closer to 100%. Hi, Mike. How's it going? Did you see the new building? It's pretty cool, huh? Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got up here. Actually, I forgot to drop off my biofuel because it's a fair amount of weight. There we go. Drop that guy off. And let me show you what I'm talking about. This building right here, if you haven't seen it, I had to use the truck to try and get up on top of there so I could jump on top of the roof for the end of that video, or end of my last video, and I left it there and I haven't moved it. Can I recall it back? Recall truck. Cannot move. Yeah, it's too close to the garage, so I'm going to have to move it farther out of the way. Anyway, my goal for today is to really start making this thing right here into upgrading it into a brick building, which I think is going to be brilliant. I don't know which color I'm going to go with. I do know I'm going to definitely make the foundation out of cement. I'll probably make the foundation underneath the elevator here into cement, because to me, that's something that's going to be very heavy and needs to be made out of cement. I can understand if a chicken coop doesn't have cement on it, right? Oh, man. Drop you guys off. Oh, look at the food. Man, sorry, guys. You got to be having some food anxiety going on because I'm not feeding you. The problem is there's just only the two of them in there, so I forget about it, honestly. So I don't spend that much time thinking about, I wonder if they've got food, because they don't go through it very quickly. Like this will last them quite a while. Anyway, let's get started. Now, the first thing I want to do, actually, I'm going to take this cart down with me, is I want to grab some clay. Oops, this is not where my clay is. It's the next level down. I want to grab some clay, this guy right here, and I'm just going to drop it right on top of this, and I'm going to grab some sand, a full one, and drop you right there. And I'm going to carry this back up so I can use it to just start making tons and tons of bricks. Hey, Mike. That guy's got pumpkins queued up, because I go through pumpkins so rarely that, you know, as soon as I drop one, he's got some that are fully grown and he's ready to up them. Now, I'm going to put some drying, what are they called? The name just slipped my mind. Is it storage? Yeah, brick drying crate on here. I've got two down there. I'm going to move them up here, and then I'm going to build some new ones, and then I should be able to start making some more progress on making tons and tons of brick. Also, where are they? That's right, they're over here. Oh, I've got three of them. Let's see, what would be a reasonable amount of drying bricks? Just trying to think through, how many do I need? If I'm going to do a bunch of upgrades, then obviously more is better. But I don't know. At some point, there's obviously a diminishing return on that. So I need to think about that. I was going to make 4 or 5, but maybe that's too many. I don't know. You know what we can do is we can make as many as we want to make. And then if we have too many, we'll delete them. That's a good life solution. Actually, it's not. I'm just talking. This is not life advice. This is just the babbling of a man who's on his lunch break. Hey, Mike. Oh, you know what we need to do for Mike? Turn this guy on. I've had the coal in here for a while, but I want him to make sure he's got someplace nice and warm. I know I need to decorate his room too. That needs to be a higher priority. Christmas is going to be coming up here pretty soon. Thanksgiving in real life is next week. So I really need to get on that so that he's got proper decorations and proper area to live in. Okay, let's bring one more guy up there. And I think what I'll do maybe is just make 4 total, which means I've got way more nails than I need. I don't, let's see, I think it takes 10. So let's just drop in 10. Whoops, that is not how you drop in 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come on, 10. Sometimes when you click it, it doesn't work. And then I don't remember how many planks it takes. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to check because I don't want to go up there and have a bunch of extra planks in my inventory. Oh, it's 8 planks, 10 nails. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There, that should be good. Let me check my inventory to make sure that counted correctly. And let me drop off my seeds. Okay, prep work done. Let's go. Up the stairs. Oh, you know what I'm going to need up here is a crafting table. Maybe I'll work on that first. Yeah, let's drop you in there. And then let's craft one more craft one more brick drying crate. Okay. There, that's good. Now I'm going to need a workbench in here, and I don't remember what the workbench takes because I haven't made one in such a long time. And I obviously don't have the best memory. That's a saw bench, that's a workbench, 10 nails and 10 planks. Let's go ahead and flip you around. There we go, perfect. Just trying to get the nails and the planks, and then we'll be good to go. Then we can start. I was just suddenly wondering where I left all of the sand and clay, but I realized I'd left it up there, so. It's like every third click doesn't work for some reason when I'm doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check our inventory. We're good to go. And then we can start making these bricks. Hey, Mike. Yeah, the guy never responds. He's just, you know, the strong silent type, I guess. All right, let's grab our clay and sand. Whoops, that turned me in a direction I didn't expect it. And let's get started. We're going to grab 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And 4 of these. And I believe I can make 20 of these and hold it in my inventory without falling. Or is it 30? Maybe it's 30, actually. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's come over here and get 2 more here. And 2 more groups of sand. Drop you in. Drop the sand in. Craft all. Okay, that means that I'm going to, once this is full, I will have 3 full, or once my backpack is empty, I'll have 3 full crates of bricks, and I will just need to make 2 more groups of bricks, and then I will be ready to let them dry and let them go, which means I can then move on to my next task. Okay, last one. Actually, before I jump on to the next task, what I think I'm going to do is let me check to see if I've got the correct tool in here. That is not the button I need. It's this guy right here. Yeah, I don't have the upgrade tool. So let me run in here and grab the upgrade tool so that I can upgrade the bricks, because I want to choose the color. I think I'm going to probably go with a gray color, or maybe that's the wrong word for it. I'll show you when I get back up there. But it's a color I tend to like. I like red a lot in this game. I tend not to like the blues, and the greens are sort of take it or leave it. But there's, I think, a light gray and a dark gray. that I go with. You know what I didn't do is grab the bricks I have downstairs. I meant to go grab that when I was refilling or grabbing the correct tool. Okay, brick. 1, 2, 3. Getting my cardio going up and down these stairs. Okay, now with that in mind, let's pull out the correct tool, and I don't remember how much this takes. So right click on it. I need to have been long enough. I just don't remember. I think you hit that one and then you hit the curved, and then I want to upgrade it to brick. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. This red color I like a lot, but I tend to make everything out of brick. I tend to make everything out of this red color because I like it a lot. I don't care for this blue so much. I don't care for the green. I like this one and I like this one. But I think we're going to go with the no paint color this time. There we go. And that's it. That should be all I am able to do. And how much does this one take? 10 bricks. Yeah, so they all take 10 bricks. And I only had 25 in the first place. So let me drop these bricks off right here. And then when this dries, I'll be able to come up and make some more. But I'll get at least the bottom floor, but I'd like to get a lot more than that done today. Next thing I'm working on is getting a bunch of the stuff around here, just making sure this is all continuing to move, which means I need to make sure my advanced mixers are advanced mixing, and I need to make sure that everything else I have is ready to go. I just checked my extractors, and there's enough fuel in there for them to run for a while, but not an overly abundance. Like I'm going to have to deal with it sometime today. Now let me grab that and see if that's too much. It is. I wanted to be able to grab enough that I could, walk. But I don't see the weight anywhere on the screen, so I've got to come out. Let's drop off 2 more of these. I want to go up and I want to upgrade my... one more. Okay. I want to upgrade the foundation before I get started on the next task. I also need to make sure these are done. Jeez. These go so fast. I just forget about them. I know I'm going to be overweight when I do this. Look at that. Yeah, and I need to clear out the sand on those, which is good because I need more sand. Let's go ahead and move these guys out, actually, also. Why did I not just hit take all? I don't know. That was not a cognitive, I thought that through. That was I've decided halfway through the process. All right. Let's drop the iron in there and then drop the last of these guys in here. Okay, I should be able to work again. Let me grab my upgrade tool and let's upgrade the foundations. Now, if I remember correctly, yeah, I don't have to select this. Actually, I really want to upgrade this one. I don't want to make this big, heavy elevator and not have it be on a brick or not have it be on a cement foundation. You know what? Should I be filling these in? Yeah, I'm going to do that. Not right now, but I need to make sure I've got, I built the foundation, this chamfered foundation, so I can build the wall with this type of wall. But I'm not sure I want a gap right there, unless I could do something cool with it. Like come up with a really cool idea, something to put in there, but I don't have the idea. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. There we go. Am I going to have enough to finish this? Nice. That's so cool. Okay. Let's see, how much do I have left? Oh, I've got more than enough. Wow, that really surprised me that I was able to finish that in time. I don't think I'm going to upgrade these, although I am thinking about replacing this with the better looking, in my opinion, type of foundation. I'd hate to have to tear it all down, but it's what I'm going to do. So, but I'm not going to do it right now. I'm actually going to work on upgrading this stuff right here. Or I'm going to start working on building out the kitchen area. This is going to be where my kitchen is, so I need to start getting this stuff worked out. So let's do that now. Placeable, let's start with the first and most important thing. Actually, that's not true. It's the first thing I'm going to work on, but it isn't necessarily the most important thing, and that is the stove, but I'm not seeing it because I can't remember where I put it. Come on, where is it? It's not in here. It's not in here. It's probably under workbenches. Why would it be under workbenches? I don't know. Oh, it's probably under kitchen. Well, I don't... Oh, there it is. So how many of these are we going to need? I'm probably going to do 2. Let's see. Can I put it in this location right here and have it look good? I think I can. And put one right there. And I'm going to put one right there. Now, I don't remember how much this takes to make, but I bet it's a ton of iron. Yeah. Look at that. I'm going to need lots and lots of iron. So I'm going to have to make sure my iron is smelting. All right. Next thing, what am I going to work on? I need a prep table. Let's go ahead and drop that in place. Furniture, kitchen. There's the prep table. Where do I want the prep table? I probably have 2 prep tables, actually. One right there, and then I'm going to put one right here for now. Let me make sure that lines up properly. But I don't know what I'm going to put over on this other side. I think what I'm going to start with is sink. So let's put that in. Storage, or furniture, kitchen. Let's grab... Oh, no, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drop the refrigerators in here. Even if it is a while before I can make the refrigerators, this just seems like a great location for a refrigerator. Although that being said, once I've got this all said and done, if I take a look at it, or if I'm working with it and I think this is incredibly inefficient, I got to go over here, and then I run all the way over here, and it doesn't make sense, you know, then I'll move it. What I'm really shooting for right now is I want something that looks cool. I want something that is going to give a great aesthetic, because I'm probably not even going to spend that much time in this area, so I don't really need an amazingly efficient layout. So what are we going to put in next? Let's go and look at... It's not storage, it is furniture, kitchen, and we're going to start... Oh, that's right, I need to put the sink in. Let's go ahead and put a sink in... What would be a good spot? Right next to the window. There we go. That's a good spot for the sink. I think so. And now let's put some cabinets in, because we're going to need some storage in here, right? Unfortunately, I don't believe there's anything that has or any of the furniture... kitchen, any of these cabinets that will make the angle, what is this, a 45-degree angle in here that we need. So we're going to have to just deal with that. So let's start by putting another prep table right here, just because I like the look of it. And then let's put a regular table on the opposite side. Furniture, that's the wrong one. Kitchen, this is the guy I want. Okay. So we're going to put that in there. Let's see if it's properly lined up. That's really hard to tell. I think that's about right. Yeah, that's good. All right, so let's put some more storage up against this wall right here. I shouldn't have clicked off. I didn't actually mean to do that. Furniture, kitchen, here we go. I'm going to put one right there. I'm going to drop these in, but it's a little hard to tell if I've got them lined up correctly. Actually, let's just do one right here and one right here. There we go. Not bad. I like this. I like the layout of it, at least for right now, but I just need something in that corner, but I'm not sure what it'll be. So if I come up with a great idea, I'll figure that out. So let's start building it. Let's start by getting lots and lots of iron, all of the stuff we need for here, and then probably start working on this stuff. This will probably take me a while to grab all of the supplies I need to make everything, because yeah, there's a lot that I need. I have everything I need to start making lots of iron, and so I came over here with a couple of sandboxes to completely fill this guy up. Move all, and then fill this guy up. Move all. Is there any left in here? No. I'm going to grab that and probably end up trashing a bunch of it because I don't really need that much, but I didn't want these to be empty. Of course, I could just take some of this back upstairs, but it's not worth the headache. I make more than enough sand, so I'm not super worried about it. Let's grab you and move you out of the way. Okay. And then we're going to dump the sand in here. Can I put it all in? Or is that going to be too full? It is too full. Move all that over. I'm glad I built this thing. It's super convenient. Okay, now with that being said, we're going to hit H to delete sand and grab all of those fragments. And completely load these guys up on fragments. Move all. Okay. Let's come over here again. We're going to press H to delete and take all of these fragments. And then I'm just going to take 2 cratefuls up there. I don't need to make any more than that right now. There we go. That's full. That's full. That's not full. Okay, good. So I think this is about half full, which is not bad. Let's grab this, run upstairs, and start cooking our iron so that we can start making those stoves. I did just make sure this was empty before I came up here. It was full of copper. Let me hobble my way over there. I've got that filled up on copper right now, which is not bad because I've had to make a fair amount of screws. So I am sitting pretty good with copper. Okay. Should be half. There we go. Okay, while this is cooking, I'm going to run downstairs and get some more planks. I don't know how many I'm going to need, but I'm just going to assume that I'm going to need tons and tons of planks. Grab this. Let's come over here and just grab... What is there anything that requires different materials? I don't think so, actually. I think mostly what I need are nails and screws. So let's take 50 of each and run up there. You know what? Maybe I'll just grab some more planks because I think I have plenty of space for them. I don't think. I know I've got plenty of space. I can clearly see. There we go. All right, let's start dropping this stuff off and see what we end up with. I will run back and get my iron so that I can upgrade the stove as soon as that is done cooking, or as soon as I'm done in this area. Okay. Wheels on the elevator? Yes, it is. And let's go up to the second floor. There we go. Okay. Let's start with you. What do you take? Planks, nails, and 2 logs. Which means you take the same. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Now, what do you take? Firewood, screws, and iron ingots. There's the screws, and there's the screws. Let's make some firewood. You take 8 firewood, right? And I think this gives me 4. Or is it 5? 1, 2, 3. Whoops, I didn't mean to pick up the stick. I guess I should just pick up the sticks. Okay, yeah, 4. Which means I'm going to need to do this 3 more times. Harvest. Harvest. 3 more times, making the assumption that something doesn't shoot off into space. I'm full. Okay, full again. Oh, that's full. I'm not necessarily full. All right, where's the last one? There it is. Okay, so that means all I need is the iron for that. I have a bunch of sticks that I'm going to have to drop off. What do you take? Nails and planks? You take 2 copper and 4 aluminum. Okay, I'm out of planks. And I'm out of screws. And you're going to take a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I'll worry about that in a second. Is there anything else that takes logs? I don't think so. I think I'm good on logs. So let's set this here. And let's go down to the first floor. I keep wanting to press that button right there in the middle to go down. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense. I know what the button does, but still, I have that ingrained desire to do so. Let's park you right here and drop off these sticks that I got. Okay, so I needed a couple of copper. I needed a couple of... Actually, let's unload this first. I just can't forget. A couple of copper, a couple of aluminum. Probably more than that. Move all. Okay. I'm going to take this. Load up the forge again. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, I lost count there somewhere. I got it wrong. Oh, wow. I'm surprised I was able to grab all of that. Nice. Okay. Let's drop these off here. Move all. I don't actually remember how many I need, but I think it was 2 of these and 4 of these. I don't remember how much iron I need. I think it was maybe 25 a piece, which means I don't have enough. But nevertheless, it's a good start. Okay. Are the wheels on the elevator? Just barely. Second floor? You're coming with me? Fantastic. Wait till that gets done. Okay. Now, you require the aluminum and copper, which means I'm going to have to work on running some plumbing up here, which shouldn't be too bad. Let's take all... You know, I keep meaning to move these screws because they're just in a dumb spot. Does it matter? No. It's just irritating. Okay. Irritating is even too strong of a word. Inefficient. That's the right word. Okay. So, oh, you know what? I should have left the lugs up here so I could have broke them up. Oh, yeah. Shoot. You know what I'm going to put right here is I'm going to put some... Oh, wait. These take coal, don't they? I can run this with coal. I don't necessarily need the firewood. Oh, that's brilliant. So this is empty, and I need 10 more here. Okay, let's grab this. Run downstairs. Or ride the elevator down. Grab this when I'm... Oop, wrong way. Run all the way down here and just slam that out of the way because I don't really need it at this time. Then I'm going to grab 10 more iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be 10. Let me check the inventory to make sure. Perfect. I apologize. Like a noob, I did some recording, but I had not hit the recording button properly, and I realized I've lost quite a bit of footage. So it's irritating for me, maybe more than probably anybody else. But I'll show you what I've got done. I've made some progress off camera, obviously, then. But I noticed that I was really low on food. So let me run upstairs and, ooh, I got to fill up my water bottles while I'm here because I think they're getting pretty low. There we go. There you go. Let me show you what I got done so that we can continue from here. Hi, Mike. I don't know why I keep saying that. You know, I got to move that stupid truck. I keep forgetting it's there. Let's go up. Anyway, I have finished this guy. What I have, oh, and I didn't remember that. I moved the cart up here, or the coal up here. I've got these guys relocated. This is all set up. I just need to work on getting the planks and nails to finish this up, and then my area will be mostly done. Let's see, do I have enough to finish this up? I need a lot of electrical parts. What I have, let's start with that. 20 electrical and 6 copper, and then a bunch of steel, or a bunch of iron. There we go. 20 electrical, 6 copper. 20 electrical, 6 copper. 20 electrical, 6 copper. Let's come over here. Here's my electrical. Let's grab you and put 5 back. And let's put this guy back since I'm right here, and put that guy back. Whoops. Wrong button. Okay, I'll organize that later. I need 3 copper. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 per each of them, and I need a lot of steel. How much weight? I've got plenty of weight capacity. Oh yeah, I should be able to grab a bunch. I don't remember. I've already forgotten how much steel I need, but let's just say it's a lot. And I will just fill up my inventory or my weight. Oh, looks like the inventory is full. I can't pick up anymore. This will be nice. It'll be nice to have the stove finally going so I can start making some of the better meals. I really just need to get the ability to make milk, because you can't loot milk. You just have to have one of the goat. You just have to subdue a goat and have it put it in your barn, and it'll start making milk. All right, over here. There, nice, except, oops. And, all right, so I need 20, I've got everything except I need 24 more iron, which is not bad. Not bad at all. 24 more iron. 24 more iron. I'm pretty sure I can carry that on my inventory. 24. So this entire thing plus 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Let's see. How full is my inventory? Pretty full. Let's see. Can I get some planks and some nails? Because I can get some of that other stuff. You know what? If the game had it, I would love to put a fireman's pole right here and just slide down the pole. I think that would be so much fun. All right, let's organize you since I dropped you off such haphazardly. And let's take a 50 stack. And that's gonna have to do. I was gonna relocate that, but because I don't like it where it's located. I prefer the nails and small items always be at the top. I just find it more efficient for my playstyle. All right, that's it. I am 100% full up. Oh, it looks like it's... I just now noticed it stopped snowing. All right, there we go. That should be everything. Nice. Now I'm going to have to work on power as soon as I finish you. Okay, that's it. Drop off all the nails. Oh, I must have had some planks in there. I couldn't figure out why that guy had 9 planks and these guys had nothing. All the nails are in, which is good. Let me grab this. I'm just going to keep some nails in my inventory in case I need them. Go down. The temptation is to constantly jump off of that because I know it's not too far of a leap. So I think I'll be okay. But then I have to come back down, call the elevator down, and that will just be annoying. All right. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to need... Well, I should have counted. So what I'm going to do is just fill up and drop off when I'm done. So that's 10, 20, 30. Yeah, that's way more than I need. Wow. Mike must have been working. Not had a place to drop this stuff off. There we go. Mike is on the move. Oops. You know what? Let me turn that light off. I don't know why I'm running around with that light on. Boom, boom, and boom. There it is. Yeah, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. So the next thing to work on is either running water to the sink right there, which is not a super high priority because I don't really need it that much. But I would rather run food. I also need to bring up all of the livers and all of that stuff that I've got sitting downstairs. I think what I'm going to do is get the stuff together and run power to this guy right here. Okay, I think I have everything I need. Let me make sure. Yeah, I've got the upgrade tool with me to run power to the refrigerators. The one thing I didn't get was I forgot to grab the little plastic, the coolers that I've got all of my livers and eggs and stuff like that in. But I'll move that up either off camera or a little bit later. Let's go ahead and drop power to these guys. Power, we're going to start off with the junction box. Or not the junction box, the control box. Set straight. I don't really love it on these center beams because I think it sticks out a bit. But I also would rather have it more symmetrical than anything else. Let's drop that guy off, or drop everything it needs. And let's make power, power, power. That's the junction box. Yeah, good, good. And we're going to put you, trying to get you as dead center as I can. I don't have enough fine-tuned control. The mouse doesn't give me enough control. What am I missing? Oh, I'm short 1 cobalt. I cannot believe that. I am short 1 cobalt. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run down and get my singular cobalt. I swear I don't know what I did because I know I grabbed 4 of them, or at least I was pretty darn sure. But yet this was full and there's only 3 taken out. So obviously I didn't. Let's go down here. Hey, bird, come back. We can be friends. Just kidding. I was going to use you for your feathers. And let's grab at least one of these guys. Then we can figure out where we're going to put those. Oh man, I hate running into Mike. It's this jarring experience. Actually, what I'm going to do is put this one here and then just grab the other one. Because I don't like half getting it done. I want to be able to do everything that is required. I need to move that. That's a terrible spot. There we go. Mike, you're working hard. Where am I going? Over here. So I don't know if you guys ever had this thought when you're building a base, but I would love to live in a place like this. I just think it'd be super cool, at least for a while. Of course, I am more of a city person. I don't like living out in the country. I just think it'd be so much fun to have a place like this where you can just do your own thing. Of course, being able to build a building like this would take a tremendous amount of work, but I just think it's super cool. I don't know. I would love to do it. At least in my imagination, I think it would be super cool. Let's connect you, and then connect you. All right. So now the big question is power. How much power do I have? All right, let's turn, I don't know why the lights aren't on, or the junction box for the lights aren't on. So I don't have everything running. Let's do a test. Let's run everything we can and see where we're at with power. You guys are turned on, correct? Okay. Even if you're empty, I want you turned on to see how much power draw we're getting, because I may have to work on making more power here pretty soon, which means, of course, more looting, because I need the mechanical parts. And of course, I don't have the ability to make the mechanical parts, and I can't buy them from the trader. There we go. That is just not quite straight. Let's grab you and move you out of the way, and let's try this again. Can you stack these? No. That would have been kind of cool. All right. As far as I can tell, that's straight. We'll move it right up to the edge there. And now let's grab this guy. And you should be straight also. We're going to move you right up to the edge. All right. It won't let me tuck it in quite as far. I'm not sure why, but there we go. That's going to have to be good enough. All right. Let's run downstairs and see what is not running so that we can check our actual power consumption. Hello. You are in slow motion, bird. All right. Let me get something to drink. I just noticed my stats were a little bit, or my thirst was a little bit low. And it's also getting late at night. All right. Oh, it's downstairs. Went to the wrong floor. Are the lights on? Okay, so the lights are on right there, which is cool. So I want all of lights on. Are you guys running? Sorry, I couldn't remember where the timer was. I'm sitting there staring at the thing thinking, where's the timer? Okay, so you guys are running. You guys are running, right? Yeah. I mean, you've got rocks in you. Let's go ahead and fill you up while I'm right here. But everything, that looks like it's running. Is there anything else that should be running that is not? That's it. I mean, that's everything that I've got to electrical, right? I've got the 2 grinders, and I've got my 2 mixers going. There's nothing else out here that takes power. And as far as everything else that takes power, I've got the fridges up there, which are turned on, and the water house, right? Everything should be turned on. Let's check the power here and see what we're at. The oil pump is running. The junction box, I don't know which one that is. I don't know which one that is. I need to figure that out so I can relabel that correctly. The mixers are going. The water house is going. Oh, the forges are not running. Okay, that's a big deal because they use a lot of power. But of course, that's why I have so many batteries to be able to supply that. The mixers are going. I don't know which junction box that is either. That's the lights. And this is the last junction box, which means it's probably the refrigerator. So I need to rename that into refrigerators so that I have it labeled correctly. But you know what? I think I'm doing really, really good on power. I am producing a good amount at 1400. I'm just not using as much as I thought. Well, that's not bad. That's pretty cool. I'm very, very happy with that. So I was just thinking, well, what am I going to do next? What is the next thing I'm going to work on? And I realized I had forgotten about all of these bricks I got going on here. So let me pull my upgrade tool out and see if we can upgrade a bunch of this. I don't have to go very far, so I'm just going to kind of completely load up on my weight capacity and carry, you know, well beyond what my weight capacity is just so that I can upgrade. Actually, yeah, I thought I might as well upgrade before I grab it. Actually, let's do that. I'll upgrade and then I'll grab the rest of this because it's all very close. All right, we want a solid wall. We want a curved, or what is that called? What is that word they use? Oh, they call it curved. I call it chamfered in my head, but curved, I guess, is the word the developers used. And I've got this one with no paint, right? There we go. That's done. So all of these are done down here. Nope, this one isn't. There we go. All right. Now, all of these are, well, these 2 are windows. This one, can I upgrade this thing? I don't think I can. Actually, I don't think I want to. I really prefer that wood right there. Yeah, I like it the way it looks with the wood. I think that's much, much better. All right, let's go over here and upgrade these guys. This is going to be a window and a straight window brick. Here we go. 1, 2, and then this is the last one, right? I got to replace that door. I'm going to make that into a glass door. I think this old rickety wooden door looks horrible. Okay. And there we go. There, that looks super cool. Also, I like the glass doors better than the steel. I realize you can upgrade them to these like big vault-like steel doors, but I just think that looks super tacky. All right, let's do this. Instead of being super slow, what I'm going to do is grab all of the bricks, and if I cannot walk, I'm just going to load them up into the cart, which is, come on, hit the correct button, Paul. There we go. Yeah, over by 42 pounds. Let's drop off what I need to get under 42 pounds. Perfect. Okay, let's make sure the wheels are on. Oh, and they clearly are. There we go. All right. Let's start upgrading until... Oop, trapped in here. Let's start upgrading. All right. Solid piece, curved, brick, and here we go. Okay, now let's convert the window pieces. Window, straight, window, brick, and no paint. Oh, I know you're tired. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. All right, let's see what we can reach up here. Oh, I'm out of bricks. Oh, dude, I know you're tired. I kept him up super duper late. Oh, I have enough bricks. It's just must not be able to reach it. Or did it might? Oh, that's right, because these don't have windows up here. Let's start with these guys then. Section, solid, curved, brick. Yeah, that's the guy. There we go. Okay, now all the rest of these are exactly the same. So let's do solid, straight, brick, and no paint. Am I out of bricks again? Yeah, totally and completely out of bricks. I don't think I've got any bricks in there. I will put you to bed in a second. I swear, buddy. Oh, please tell me I won't be short by one. I would hate that. Yep. No, I should have enough. There we go. I was apparently just not reaching it. All right, let's go. Let's take this downstairs and see what it looks like from a distance. There we go. Ah, look at it. I like it. It's so much better. I can't wait to put a roof on it. Of course, I'm going to go up quite at least one more, probably two more late. Did Mike just... I don't know what happened. I was looking at Mike. I looked away and I looked back and it's like he disappeared. I'm going to have to go look at the footage to see what happened there. But yeah, it's definitely progress. I like it. I like the brick a lot more. I'm not 100% set on the color, but I want to build the whole thing and then we'll see what happens. I know I've said this a couple of times. I tend to default to red a lot because I like the red brick, but you know, it looks good. Anyway, if you guys have a strong color preference, let me know, particularly if you're one of these people that is good with color, because I am not a good with color type person. So anyway, I'm excited. This got done. Hey, Mike, there you are. Are you going to disappear again? Nope, apparently not. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you guys had a good day. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you're enjoying playing the game, or at least watching it as much as I am enjoying making these videos. Have a good day, and remember, game on.